two conferences. It's a road game for the Heat in this one. We hope you're enjoying your Mother's Day today. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we got a lot of mothers out there that love the NBA. Sit back, relax, take a load off, and enjoy the NBA on 2K Sports. So the opening lineup for the Heat presented by State Farm. Wade and LeBron are the wingmen. Chris Bosh is out there with Joel Anthony. And it's Chalmers in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, Durant, Ibaka, and Perkins compose the front court. Westbrook and Cephalosha in the backcourt.
Well, the West has long been considered the stronger of the two conferences in the NBA, but Miami, with its revamped roster, really had no problem beating Western Conference foes last year.
Chalmers against Westbrook. Outside for Durant. Three-pointer. And it's Wade with the rebound. You're right, Steve, going back to Miami in the West, 20-10 against that Western Conference. So that was kind of a rarity.
Yeah, Kevin, and if you compare their numbers against the West versus the East, the Heat had a much easier time putting up points against the Western Conference opponent.
Bosh with the bucket.
Well, no defense there. I mean, he just takes the ball right to the rim.
Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
Kevin, they are well aware of the potent offense they'll be facing off against in this game. He said communication on defense and rotating well are two of the biggest keys to their success. Beal said if they can contest shots, they'll fare better than other teams have against this opponent. Guys?
All right, Doris, they're probably, Clark, well aware of the firepower they're up against.
Well, Kevin and Steve, you always have to be aware of that when you're facing these guys.
Yeah, no question. If you're not prepared right from the outset, then this team will punch you in the mouth and get off to a big lead early. So they've got to be up to the task defensively. Dwayne Wade plays so hard and he's so athletic. He ends up in midair half the time getting knocked down. So he's always going to miss a handful of games with injury, but just an amazing talent and a great force offensively.
What you said about Wade, that injury risk will always be there, the way he's constantly attacking the rim.
Well, you don't want to take away that aggressiveness, and you just hope that he doesn't get too many injuries, but also that he maintains his body at a really high level during the season and during the offseason so he can withstand his attacking type style.
Anthony dishes to LeBron. And the layup falls.
There was no question about it. He was going to finish that one off.
Outside Westbrook. Defended by Chalmers. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And that's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Bosh passes to Chalmers. The tray. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. And here we go with Russell Westbrook. And that falls. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night. Got it up. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And Miami has possession, trailing by 2.
Well, you know, the Thunder have one heck of a home court advantage here in Oklahoma City. I mean, they don't call it Loud City for nothing.
Westbrook and Harden in the backcourt. Ibaka is out there with Nick Collison. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And here's LeBron outside. There's the bucket. Good. LeBron's now got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Heat. Right for the Thunder last season, 30-11 on their home floor, but this crowd has been packing the building even when they had the 4th worst record in the NBA.
Well, Oklahoma City is a one-sport town, a one-team town, Kevin. The only major sports team there, and the fans so passionate there, and they're very fortunate to have a talented young club to follow and to support. And it's going to be very interesting to see how this team develops over the next few years. They've got a great home court advantage.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Outside Westbrook. Durant with a screen on Chalmers. Ibaka. Collison kicks to Ibaka. Westbrook deflects the pass and stolen by Miller.
The opening was there for a split second, but he didn't get it there in time.
Misses in close. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Westbrook. Ibaka right side. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. He's picked up by LeBron. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on LeBron James.
That's good defense. Don't let a guy get a lay-in, foul hard, and send him to the free throw line.
Yeah, I like that billboard there. Sending a message. You can't come in here and get anything free in our paint.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Collison. Cephalosha comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Maynard in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Maynard. Here's Harden. Yes, and a nice assist from Maynard. Harden's got his first bucket of the night. Now Anthony fires high post. The shot is off.
So far in the game for Westbrook, he's got 4 points and he's had a steal in there.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone, and happy Mother's Day, Mom. Let's get you on out to the HP Halftime Report.
And we're getting back to the action with the third quarter ahead in this Mother's Day broadcast of the NBA. Here's LeBron.
Look at Oklahoma City, and the Thunder were especially tough against the Eastern Conference last season. I mean, 22-8 against the East. In fact, only the Spurs and the Bulls had a better record when playing the opposite conference.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. LeBron and Bosh are the 3 and the 4. And it's Anthony in at the 5, home in the paint. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Dwayne Wade welcomed with open arms the ease of the scoring load with the addition of LeBron James and Chris Bosh. He said that the prior years had taken a toll on his body, and he was happy to have some of that burden lifted. As Wade said, quote, "It's hard what I was doing the last couple years, trying to score 40 a night, trying to lead us. It's hard on your body. So let these guys take me to the mountaintop, and I'll ride the wave."
Thank you, Doris.
Wade was able to avoid injury last season with the help. Definitely something he appreciated.
They get it again. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1. You know, I didn't know that about the Thunder. They've gone, 22-8 against the East now. 2 consecutive seasons. Steve, pretty impressive.
Yeah, complete turnaround, too, from a few years ago when they were really struggling against everybody. But this young talent gelling, moving forward, getting better and better each season. And last year, you're right, Kevin, they dominated the East.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Harden comes in for Cephalosha. And the Heat making a change here as well. Eddie House is checked in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Westbrook. Here's Harden. The Thunder with another miss. 50 seconds left in the third. Here's Wade. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Last year, Dwayne Wade up to his usual tricks as he put up another great season. And we've certainly become accustomed to that. He scores, rebounds, and defends.
And he can't hit the second. Back to Wade for a moment. 25, 5, and 6. Steve, pretty much a standard year for Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, we pretty much take him for granted at this point, and it's a shame because his greatness is just amazing, especially at the offensive end of the floor. And now playing with LeBron and Chris Bosh, what a scary trio for the Eastern Conference to deal with over the next 5-6 years.
Here's Durant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Dwayne Wade. That's good from Durant.
He's just so clutch. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Kevin.
Anthony dishes to House. Passes it to LeBron. defended by Durant. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. 7 lead changes already.
Third quarter comes to a close. Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Kevin, for that great stretch the Thunder put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. From the opening tip, they jumped out in this one and took control and have managed their lead ever since. Their play on both ends has been up to the task, and if they keep it up, should come out with a win in this one, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Everything really clicked for them, Clark, during that run.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it ignited them offensively.
To the point, Clark, where they were really in complete control at that end of the floor.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. Maynard and Harden man the backfield. Nick Collison and Kendrick Perkins, they're inside. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward. Here's Maynard. Defended by Chalmers. On 7. Good. He hits the jump shot. And we're now all tied up at 20.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
Here's Maynard, covered by Miller. No good from Perkins.
You know, with very little defense there, that's a shot he should be taking and making.
He should make that one, guys. He had a pretty good look at the basket, just couldn't get it to go.
Wade against Harden. Maynard, defended by Chalmers. Now Maynard. Chalmers. It's called for the reach. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He sinks the clutch free throw. And the Thunder with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Collison. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. And a switch here also for Miami. James is checked in.
Well, the pressure doesn't faze him, but you can feel the intensity in the air. This game is tight and tense.
Can't knock in the 3. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, basket here and pretty much wraps it up.
Here's Maynard. He's guarded by Haslam. 6 on the shot clock. Harden the pass to Durant. Connects!
Just cruising to the finish line.
Yeah, and barring something catastrophic happening, it looks like they'll go home with a nice victory here.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He sounded incredibly confident given the situation they're in. He said,